before we get started, I'm just going to go and grab a drink. Again, just to let everyone settle in. If I know where I put my drink, down there. So yeah, while I'm waiting for people to settle in and whatnot, I'm just going to turn my mug off while I have a drink. Right, I'm back. Eyes back. Now, guys and girls, I will be honest with you all. I've always said that
Secrets from Beyond.
I've always said that I'm not convinced that these clowns are haunted. Try and find a good place to put Zebo out and falling over. There you go. Yeah, so I always said I'm not convinced that these clowns are haunted, but I just thought I'd just clear a few things up in this live before I go any further. So I've just literally noticed a few little orbs flying around here and there on the screen. Again, I'm not ruling out that it could be dust. I have done a little bit of sorting out so I'm in the bedroom. My partner's watching TV in the other room, and I have done a little bit of sorting out in here today, just sorting a few things out. So again, possibility that what you see on the screen, the things flying around, could be dust. So again, please bear that in mind. That's why I got that in the corner. It's actually switched on. No. So I've got that white thing in the corner. That's one of those air purifiers. Sanatorium. I do have one of those, and that's like an air purifier, and it does collect dust, but it's not in for this where I live in the flat. It needs a big, huge machine. The amount of dust that's in here, it needs something a little bit more bigger with a little bit more oomph behind it. That little machine, it does well, but the amount of dust that's in this room, I need something bigger to catch all the dust that's in here. Dust. So just bear that in mind. Like I said, I did see a few things floating around on the screen. Hello there, RS Paranormal. How you doing? How you doing? So please bear that in mind. Again, this is just a little video, and again, I don't mind putting a card or two or doing a little bit of mediumship while I'm here. Yeah, I'm okay. I thought I'd go live today, just to clear up a few things about these clowns. I say alleged haunted clowns. Again, I use that term lightly. But yeah, apart from that, I'm all well. I've got an early start tomorrow. Got to get up at 4. Got to get up at 4 tomorrow morning. So yeah, it's going to be an early night for me. Yeah, it's going to be a long old day. Long old day tomorrow.
Stephanie.
So yeah, I do have a spirit box, kind of a spirit box going on, just next to me here. Nectrometer it's called. So yeah, I just want to just clear up a few things about these clowns. So this one I nicknamed Zebo. He looks very old. I have no idea how old that clown is. So it'll be this one just here. He looks very old. His body parts don't move. What I mean by body parts, his head, his arms and his legs don't move. And I have to prop him up against something, otherwise he will naturally fall over. Now again, I don't want to mess around with him too much, because I think his arms and legs are made out of porcelain. Is it porcelain? So, as you can tell, his head doesn't move, and his arms don't move, and his legs, they move a little bit if you wiggle them, but they're not flexible. So yeah, he's pretty cool. I like him. His clothes, the clothes that he's wearing, kind of makes it look like the American flag, like with the stripes and the stars and all that. It looks like kind of like the American flag. When I got him, he came looking like that. So all three of them, I got from eBay. So yeah, that's where I got them from. But again, I don't know where. Yeah. So when I use the word haunted, I use that word lightly. So, because I know what eBay's like, I know that they label something as haunted, but they're not really haunted. Did you get them as? Yeah. So when I bought these three, because I put haunted dolls on eBay, and these came up. I know that my partner hates clowns. Did they come together? No, I bought them separately. So Zebo, which is this one here that I was just talking about, I got him first, and if I remember right, it came with a bit of paper saying good luck with him, because you need it. Now, the person I bought it from was a female. I don't know much about the seller, but I know that she's female. And again, I bought him years and years ago. But in the description, it is said that he's very shy. He likes to be around young children. If there's young children in the house or the home, you'll hear laughter in the other room. Well, I don't have any children of my own, but a couple of times my nieces have came round, and they're under the age of 14. One's 14, and I think the other one's 12, 11, 12. And again, nothing's happened. There's been no laughter, no activity, nothing from Zebo. And I had him now for such a long time that nothing's happened in that time. No laughter or anything. So, again, is he really haunted? I put money on it that he's not, because in the description, 20, in the description of apparently what he's supposed to do as a haunted clown, none of it's happened. I've heard no voices,
Fairness.
I've heard no laughter, no nothing. So with him, nice to have, but is he haunted? Probably not. And then we'll do Jason last. So I've got Anthony. He's the newest one. Again, don't know much about him. Again, I don't know much about the buyer. I know the person I bought it from lived where I used to live in a town called Portsmouth. So Anthony actually comes from Portsmouth. Now, just want to clear this out. Even though they're from different sellers, apparently all of them have lots of haunted dolls, and they keep them and then they sell them off. If that makes sense. So I know that with Anthony, this one here with the purple tie, again, don't know much about him. Don't know how old he is. I don't know nothing about Anthony, just his name. Now, Jason, on the other half, which is this one here, I know a little bit more about him. Again, I don't really know much about the seller that sold him. I should look it up, really. Don't really know much about the seller, but in the description before I bought him, because I always read the descriptions of are they negative or are they positive. Now, all three are supposed to be positive. I don't buy negative dolls. I only buy positive dolls. This will be the last 3 dolls I'm buying, by the way. I'm not going to buy any more. Yeah, I'm not going to buy any more dolls. But Jason is...
Leave you.
know a little bit about him. The owner used to talk to Jason through a Ouija board. The person that had Jason convinced Jason to haunt the doll, allegedly. So wherever the doll goes, obviously Jason's going to follow the doll. Same with all 3 dolls. Wherever the dolls are, the spirit's supposed to follow, allegedly. Now, Jason, let's get into the story about Jason. So Jason, if I remember right, died in the early 1980s. So best part of 40 plus years ago, he died. But his story is that I can't remember whether he was a manager or the owner of a company, but he was in charge of a lot of money. He had a lot of money, he had a lot of control in his job, and it got a little bit too much for him. So he lost his job, lost his home, he lost everything, and became homeless. And because of that, he turned to drink.
Gimex.
He turned to drink and he turned to drugs, and then he took his own life. Apparently, took his own life, and then in his spirit body, he started getting aggressive, like in the spirit world, started to get like really aggressive, very very aggressive spirit, because he looked back on his life and regretted taking his own life. He wished that he didn't take his own life, so he was a very angry spirit. Now, apparently, the person that was talking to Jason calmed him down and talked to him and all that. And when he's in the room, so if he's haunted the doll and he's in the room or whatever, he kind of like reminds people um, to be grateful for what they got, to be grateful for what they have. And when they start not being grateful for what they have, Jason apparently does stuff. Now, what that stuff is, I don't know.
I was not.
I was not. Um, but on. So that's the story behind Jason. He hasn't been. Now, all three clowns, by the way, I just want to say all three clowns haven't been aggressive. They haven't been noisy. They haven't done anything ghostly, what you see on TV. They haven't thrown things across the room. The walls are not bleeding. Basically, what you see in movies that they haven't done. Have they made me feel a little bit uncomfortable?
Fabric.
Have they made me feel a little bit uncomfortable at times? Yes. Have they showed up in my mediumship when I've done mediumship in the past? Yeah. They have. They gave me a little bit of a kick when I've done mediumship. So yeah. But some of it I can explain away as being in the zone, so to speak, knowing that they could be haunted, knowing that they might be haunted, and
Writing messages.
when I have a mediumship experience, I put it down to these three, and it could not be these three. It could be something else. Like I said, guys, I sit on the fence, so I don't always jump to the paranormal or spirits or ghosts or whatever when things happen, if that makes sense. If something, I don't know, yeah. So, for example, I do have an E in it, an E
Drain battery.
drain battery. Okay, I like to see you drain the battery. That's what my spirit box just said. Drain the battery. I'd like to see you try. So I do have an EMF meter. Don't really like them. Don't really trust them. If you put this up next to something electrical, like a light switch or light bulb or TV or microwave, or don't put it near a microwave. Don't want anyone to get electrocuted from a microwave. But what I'm trying to say is, if you put this up next to something electrical, it will go off. It will go off. Yeah, they come in different shapes and sizes. So at the moment, it's, as you can tell, it is in the yellow, heading towards the red. Now, me personally, I've got my phone in front of me. I've got my tablet right there. My radiator, which is literally behind the crystal ball, is one of those electric heaters. I do have a humidifier. Yeah. So I'm a little bit further away from the phone, but as I bring it forward, no, you're about to say, no, so you're going straight down to green. Yeah. So all the stuff that I've mentioned. So if you go into a room full of, I've got the bedroom light on. I'm surrounded by electric, basically. That's basically what I'm trying to say. So these are more useful if you are a electrician. So if you're doing electrician work and you're trying to find wires in the wall or in the ceiling or in the floor, this is what they tend to use. Something similar to this to find the wires in the walls and ceiling and whatnot. But people jump to these as
Residential home.
they jump to those and they say, "Oh yes, it's good for good for ghosts." Now, me personally, if now, like I said, guys, it's an electrical current that sets these off. Electrical current. So, my theory is if a spirit is energy, which they are, natural energy, which they are. Now, like I said, this is has to be electrical current. Yeah. Like I said, it's electrical current, EMF. Now, if that goes off, the first thing I'm going to say is, okay, so what's on? The first thing I'll say is, well, the heat is on, the light's on, my phone's on, my tablet's on, and the humidifier's on. So that's probably why it will go off. Not, oh, okay, there's a spirit in the room. Because, like I just covered, this goes on electrical current. Now, as far as I'm aware, ghosts don't have electrical current. If let's go down the road of if they are real, if ghosts are real, then we'd be getting electrocuted in every single haunted place we go to, we get electrocuted. Yeah, they are energy, but they're totally different energy. So, yeah, we are energy, but do you electrocute yourself every day? When you hug your family, do you electrocute your family each time you give them a hug? I hug my partner all the time.
Bible tap on something.
I hug my partner all the time. I don't electrocute my partner. My partner doesn't electrocute me. This is what I'm kind of saying. The sun is energy. The wind is energy. The rain is energy. But we don't electrocute each other. You know what I mean? Otherwise, the world wouldn't exist. So it's a totally different energy. This is what I'm kind of getting at. Now, if you wet your finger and stick it into a plug socket, you're going to electrocute yourself. That's what I'm saying. Two totally different energies. And this will pick up energy from a plug socket. This will pick up energy from a light switch or light bulb. That's what I'm getting at. So just bear that in mind if you're doing paranormal investigations. Totally different energy. So that's why I don't like using these. Good if you're an electrician. Good if you're an electrician. So I just saw a message but it disappeared. Okay. If they can move things. Yeah. I'm just reading messages, guys. Yeah, so again, guys, my dad, the only thing I can say is that my dad is an electrician, and if he was doing electrician work, the first thing he'll pull out is something similar to this. Again, if these clowns are haunted and their energy and all that, this should really be going off. in theory. So let's try and find something that will set this off. Let's try and find something. Let's find something electrical. But yeah, let's see where the light worked. But yeah, I'm just trying to kind of like, so yeah. So that's going off. The light's on. But, paired next to my haunted clowns, nothing. So this is what I'm trying to get guys. This is what I'm kind of trying to get to you. Trying to get my point across. That's what I'm trying to say. Trying to get my point across. So all you really need when you go ghost hunting is your camera, a spirit box, a what do you call it? I can't remember the name of it, guys. I can't remember the name of it. The one that you record, a voice recorder. That's it. That's what I'm trying to get. Yeah, EVP recorder. That's all you need, and maybe a flashlight. If you're going out in the dark, that's all you need. You don't need all these EMF meters. You don't need all these fancy gadgets, and you know what I mean. Like even with my phone right now, I see like things flying across the screen, but they're dust. I can literally guarantee that is dust. That is dust. I'm trying to show you how dusty my room is. So on the top of this lid here is dust. Now if I flick it up, it will fly around the room. Yeah, my bedroom needs a good dusting. But you'll start seeing it flying around the room now, because I moved it. So again, you gotta identify what's dust and what's not, so to speak. And most of it is dust, even though I do have an air purifier. But anyway, back to what I was saying earlier about Jason. Now, Sunday, was it Sunday night or Monday night? It was beginning of the week. I normally have Jason up on a shelf. If you see that video, you know what I'm talking about. He was up on a shelf, and when I put him on the shelf, he was facing the table I'm using now. When I went to bed that night, he was his head, I'm talking about his head, was facing the bed. So he actually moved his head to face the bed where I was sleeping. Now I just want to show you guys his head. Yeah, his head doesn't move. Now I don't want to break him, but I'm putting a little bit of force on his head, and his head doesn't move. But his legs and his arms and his clothing move. So if his arms and legs move, or his tie moves, or his little bit round here moved, so if it was like that, and then it went down like that, then I would say, okay, it's the wind. It's whatever, you know, gravity, whatever you want to call it, is gravity. Let's cross his legs over, make him look more fancy. Yeah, so it's gravity. But his head literally moved to face where I was sleeping. And then, 'cause I moved him so that night when I made the video, And the night it happened,
Sanders.
I actually moved Jason and put him in the cupboard. Yeah. Um, it freaked me out. So when I woke up the next morning, I thought I was too tired to do anything. So the next morning when I woke up, I actually put him in a drawer. Put him away in a drawer because it freaked me out. Once I calmed down and stopped freaking out,
Terrain.
I put him back on the shelf and his head moved to where it is now, and it hasn't moved since. So, again, I've always said, is he is it paranormal? Is he haunted and all that? I've always said no. Always a little bit suspicious about him being haunted or any of them being haunted. Um, but when that happened, when he turned, well, I didn't actually see him turn his head. When he turned his head to look at me, then turned back. When I took him out, yeah, I'm thinking to myself, okay, something a bit weird here. He can't move his head. His head is actually attached to the body, and his body is like some kind of plastic. So it's all attached. I can't even show you what it looks like, but his head and his body is just one solid object, if that makes sense. It's only his arms and his legs that move. So I can't explain why his head moved and then moved back again, if that makes sense. Again with Anthony, I suppose with Anthony, his head does move a little bit. His head moves just a little bit, but again, it's not a lot. So if his head turns 360 in front of me or in the front of the camera, I'll be like, okay, because he can't move his head all the way around. Well, he can, but you end up breaking it. So if his head moves slightly,
Question.
I'd be like, okay, maybe gravity. His arms, again, a little bit wobbly, but again, you can't move at 360. So again, I'd be like, okay. And
Decisively.
again, his legs are a little bit flexible, but again, I can't move them 360 like I can with Jason's. No, Anthony won't stand up now. So, yeah. So with Jason, again, I didn't get it on camera because, like I said, I was getting ready for bed, and the last thing I was thinking about was filming because I was too tired. Maybe next time I will. Next time, if his head moves, or if any of their heads move, or any of their body parts move, I will get the camera out and I'll film it.
Evil.
Yeah. You saying that, I have thought about that. I do have 2 motion sensor video camcorder thingy bobs. Maybe. I have thought about that. I thought about getting like just using one of the motion sensor cameras. Set that up. Yeah, I might actually do that. Just make sure they're fully charged. And now, if I put it on high, the high setting, so like, if a fly goes by, it will set it off. So if I do that, yeah, I might actually do that. If nothing happens between now and Saturday morning, I may do that the because tomorrow I've got a long day tomorrow. But if something happens, I will record it on my phone, give you guys an update on my phone. But yeah, Saturday morning, I'll buy one of the motion sensors that I've got, motion cameras that I've got. They've got night vision as well, so they'll kick in whatever time of day it is. So yeah, that's what I might do. That's what I might do. But yeah, I just wanted to come on, just kind of explain that apart from Jason's arms and legs, they don't really move as such. Yeah, there'll be quite a lot of nothing. So again, you know, I want to set up. You'll only see stuff that, like all the other channels out there, you'll only see stuff that happens. I'm not gonna upload a video if nothing happens. But if something does happen, I will upload it. I'm not gonna turn my channel into one of those fake channels. Yeah. Unfortunately, there's quite a lot of So I just read your message. Yeah. And that's how it should be.
Days.
That's how it should be. If you get nothing, don't post it. If you get something, post it. There's quite a lot of fake channels out there that upload fake videos and whatnot, and you can blatantly tell that it's fake straight away. I don't fake any of my videos, so even this, I'm speaking honestly with you all. I don't have it on camera that his head moved, and I should have put it on camera. I should have at least took a picture of it, at least. Yes. Yeah. Which is a shame. Again, I just read your message, which is a shame. But there's people out there that know the difference between a real paranormal channel to a fake paranormal channel. I can name some which I'm not going to name, and it's blatantly fake. You can just tell straight away they're fake, because every video that they post is real, is fake. Sorry, everything they upload every week, and there's always something happening every week. Yeah, Sam and Kobe, yeah, they're fake. Omar Gosh, I think I said his name right. He's fake. What's his name? Is it Mosaj? Yeah, Mosaji, I think his name is. That one's fake. He's fake. Some of the people, if you watch Omar Gosh videos, some of the people that he makes videos with, some of them you know that they're gonna fake it before they even they're gonna fake it before they even make the video. So yeah, those guys. Hello there, Caroline. Yeah, there's so many people out there that fake it. Sam and Kobe actually came to the UK a couple of years back, and they went to the Ancient Ram Inn. Now, they went to the Ancient Ram Inn, and I think on the message, because I commented on their video, and I said to him, I know about the Ancient Ram Inn back before it was popular. or famous or whatever. And I said to him that all the stuff that you posted or made a video on is all fake. I know all about the ghosts, I know all about the stuff that goes on there, and the video that they made was fake. They were making up ghosts that didn't even exist. So I stopped watching them, to be honest. So anyway, so with all my videos, I always say to people, I'm not a paranormal investigator. If you see stuff in my videos, yeah, if you see like orbs in my videos, great. If you see a ghost in my videos, great. But I don't personally fake it. I don't get my partner to dress up as a ghost and run around the cemetery pretending to be a ghost. If my partner walks into the door now, because I'm in the bedroom, if my partner walks into the in here now, I will say to you, "Oh, my partner just opened the door. He's in the room." You know what I mean? I wouldn't just jump up and say, "Oh, there's a ghost." But yeah, I just wanted to again just make this video just to let people know.
Before work.
Yeah, his head did move and it's moved back. Again, I can't put a science behind why it's moved. So if his legs move now, which we all know do move, I'll say, oh, it's gravity. Oh yeah, it's whatever, the wind. But his head, I cannot explain. But again, if it does move, I'll make a video on it, and I'll put it out there for people to make that up their own mind. I will set up a motion sensor camera facing at all three clowns, not just Jason. Always try to find him. Yeah, that's what I do, because between 95 and 98% of the stuff that happens, you can explain away to science. You can say, oh yeah, because of science, I can explain that because of the wind, or because it's cold, or it's because it's sunny, or because of whatever. It's only that 2% that you can't explain why it's doing whatever. I'm just going to give you guys a prime example of what I'm trying to say. If you guys don't quite get what I'm saying, so that label just there is moving. I don't know whether I can zoom in. Oh, I can. Good. So I can put my camera down. So if I put my camera down, now there are so many fake paranormal channels out there that will say that's a ghost, that is a spirit, that's an angry spirit, that's a demon. No, it's not. It's not a ghost. It's not a demon. It's not. That label's not haunted. It's not. There's at least 2, maybe even 3 explanations behind that. Like I said, just underneath that label is an electric radiator, and the heat rises, so it will move that label because the heat's rising. Plus, it's right by the window. I know, cause, by experience, even with the window shut, it brings in draft from the outside. So that's the other one. I can put my hand against the glass and feel for breezes coming through the glass. The other thing is I've got a humidifier going and it's blowing air in that direction. So that's the other one. And I do have an air vent to the left hand side of that label. So I know it was windy outside, so it could be blowing through the air vent, coming through the air vent, and it's
Tables.
blowing that in that direction, if that makes sense. So there's a good handful, a good handful of explanations of why that's moving. So again, I know I've just seen a couple of comments there. Always find the science behind of why it's doing what it's doing, and I've gave it a handful. So yeah, nothing's always paranormal. So yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do, guys and girls. I'm gonna get use one of the cameras outside, bring it in, mount it on a tripod. I may even use this tripod, mount it up, keep it facing all three clowns. See how much money I get paid tomorrow. I may even buy another camera because ideally I want to keep the cameras outside because of my partner's and mine bikes. My partner's got a motorbike and I've got an electric bike, and I don't trust some of the people that live in this area. If they're going to try and steal my bikes, or one of my bikes and one of my partner's bikes, I want to catch them.
Cell phone.
So I might even buy a separate motion sensor camera just for the haunted clowns. So yeah. And if it happens again, you guys will know about it because I will post it. Only the real stuff, none of this fake stuff. And there are videos that I do edit, but it's because I press stop on the phone. So I edit all the bits of film together to make one big long video. Yeah, so do I. So do I. Like I said, I can't remember exactly what day it was. Sunday, Monday night. First time I actually noticed that he looked different. I'm going to just show you guys because I'm going to start ending the live stream anyway. I'm going to show you roughly how he sits on the shelf.
While camping.
While camping? Well, I'm not planning on camping, but if the spirit box says I'm camping, then by all means. So that's kind of how he sits. That's kind of how he sits on the shelf. Obviously, there's my table there. There's where I do all my magic. The clown is there, facing towards me. I apologise about the mess now. I do apologise. I haven't tidied up in here today, so I do apologise. Don't judge me for the mess. But I do sleep on some futon bed thingies, and I sleep over there. I sleep over there on because I've got a habit of sleeping on the floor. I have a habit of sleeping on the floor, and that's where I sleep, over there. And his head was facing towards me, looking at me while I was sleeping. Woke up the next day, I threw him, well I didn't throw him, I put him in that box down there, and then once I got over the paranoia that he was watching me, I took him back out, put him back on the shelf where he is now, and his head moved back this way, as you can see it as you see him now. And I didn't put out my camera, guys. I did not put him out my camera. Did not pull out my camera. Did not even take a picture of it. And I'm like, really gutted that I didn't put out my camera and take a picture of it. And I should have. Now, like I said, guys, someone did make a comment that it could be my partner that could have moved his head. Well, I just show you that he can't move his head, even if he wanted to. The other reason why my partner wouldn't touch, the other reason why he wouldn't touch the clown is because my partner hates clowns. He hates clowns with a passion. If I went up to my partner with one of these clowns and said to him, "Hold this clown." Sorry, guys. The Spirit app just told me to shut up. So if I went up to my partner with one of these clowns and said to him, "Hold this clown," he'll tell me to, shut up. And he will swear at me and he'll tell me to get out. My sister, she's the same. She doesn't live here, but she's the same. She hates clowns. Both my sister and my partner will tell me to get lost. They'll swear at me and tell me to get lost. I do have 3. I'll show you them actually while I'm here. There's absolutely no way that my partner would mess around with these clowns, and he knows better. He knows better not to mess with the clowns. So when I was, I can't turn off my light. Oh, I can. So when I was born, my nan, God bless her soul and all that, she's passed on. She brought my mum these 3 clowns when I was born, or a couple of days after I was born. Again, I don't know how old they are. They look antique-ish, but very, very freaky. They scare me to death. They do look very old. I know, well, I'm 41 years old, so I know they're at least 41 years old. They look at least 41, if not older. Again, let's take one of them off. As you can tell, there's not even, they look really old. They look older than me. There is no, date, signature, nothing on the back. Because normally, if these are paintings by the looks of it. These are paintings. And normally, if you know there's a painting, you normally get to see, they normally signature. They normally put their signature on them, like you would on this one. They have a little signature on the bottom. Those clowns don't, but I know they look, like you said, they look very old. And again, my partner knows. He knows best. He knows not to touch them. He knows not to mess around with stuff like that. He won't touch anything to do with clowns. He won't touch anything to do with my mediumship stuff, unless I tell him to. So if I said to him, "Go and get my clowns," he'll tell me to get lost, but he will eventually get them because I asked for them. If you know what I mean. We have this mutual respect, if you want to call it that. Like, I won't touch his stuff, and he won't touch my stuff unless we asked each other to. Just out of respect, so to speak. Yeah. So, It is a good thing. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah. But so as you can tell, as I've been moving around, there's even more dust. Even though I've dusted what I can get to. I've dusted before I've done a live. I've dusted the table. I've dusted the windowsill. I've dusted everything in this flat, and there's still dust flying around. So I know that's not dust. Not dust. I know it's not orbs. I know it's because I dusted before I've done a live. Apart from the odd little thing that I haven't dusted. Yeah. I find that no matter how much I dust, how much I
At the
clean,
moment of death,
no matter how much I dust or clean or hoover, I can spend 16 hours a day cleaning, and there'll be some dirt or dust somewhere that I didn't get to or forgot about. Yeah. So like today,
on the streets,
before before I done this live, before I done this live, I took like my bed. I know this sounds weird because I used to be interested in.
tap on something.
I'll turn it off. It's winding me up. I used to be back years ago. I used to be really interested in martial arts, and I was kind of like, yeah, martial arts and like minimalist. Is that the right word? Minimalist style living. And I was watching this one person talking about minimalists, and she said the best thing I ever did was to get rid of my bed and sleep on the floor. She said every morning I used to pack my bed away and put it in the cupboard, and every night I used to bring it out. She said one of the reasons why I do this is because it makes more room in the bedroom. It's like one big space in the bedroom. And I'm like thinking to myself, wouldn't that be such a great idea if I did the same? So for the last 6 years, I've done that. Got rid of my bed frame, got rid of my mattress, and got two futon mattresses, put one top of the other. And once a week, I take outside just to air out and dry out and all that. And then I roll them up, and it does make the bedroom look a lot bigger. Yeah, it makes the bedroom looks. And I can get things like the table and shelving and all that because it makes the bedroom look bigger. So that's the reason why I got the futon mattresses and put them on the floor. Just roll them up and it makes the room bigger. Yeah, so that's the reason why. But yeah, anyway, guys, I'm gonna go. Been on here for almost an hour, and I'm getting hungry, and I really need to use the toilet. So I'm gonna let you guys go, and I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching, and next time I may do a mediumship live. And you too, RS Paranormal. Nice to see you as well. Next time I'll do mediumship. Thank you so much for that. Always means the world to me, as always. I like it when people do that, as always. Next time I'll do mediumship. And I'll do some card readings and whatnot and do mediumship. So thanks all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all again soon.